Federal High Court adjourns Nnamdi Kanu'S trial, indefinitely over court jurisdiction dispute. The trial of Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the proscribed Indigenous People of Biafra IPOB, has been indefinitely adjourned by the Federal High Court in Abuja. This comes after Kanu once again rejected being tried before Justice Binta Nyako, demanding instead that his case be transferred to a court in the southeast. On Monday, Kanu reiterated his stance, claiming that he no longer had confidence in Justice Nyako's handling of the case. He had previously made a request in September 2024 for her to recuse herself, which Justice Nyako agreed to, forwarding the case to the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, Justice John Tsoho, for reassignment. However, Justice Tsoho later returned the case to Justice Nyako, citing her experience with the matter since it began in 2015. The trial has been stalled since Nyako's initial recusal. A hearing notice was issued on January 22, 2025, summoning Kanu to appear in court. On February 10, 2025, the notice followed a letter from the prosecution urging the court to set a trial date. But in response, Kanu submitted a letter on January 30, 2025, requesting that the case be transferred to a division of the Federal High Court in the Southeast, asserting that the alleged offenses primarily affected the region. During Monday's hearing, prosecution counsel Adegboyega Awamolo-san confirmed that the government was ready to proceed with the trial, with witnesses available to testify. However, Kanu firmly rejected Justice Nyako's authority, stating, "I do not recognize this court's authority over me." He argued that the Chief Judge's decision to return the case to Justice Nyako was unacceptable, accusing the judge of bias. Justice Nyako responded by explaining that the Chief Judge had not accepted her recusal, which led to the case being returned to her. She instructed Kanu's lawyer, Aloy Ejimakor, to file a formal application if they wished to continue challenging her involvement in the case. Kanu faces 7 charges, including treason and terrorism. The charges were initially 8, but one was dropped in 2022 for lack of merit. The Court of Appeal had previously ordered Kanu's release and dismissed the remaining charges, but the federal government appealed to the Supreme Court, which reversed the decision, ruling that Kanu still had a case to answer. Kanu, who was arrested in 2015 and later granted bail, fled the country after an alleged military invasion of his home. He was rearrested in 2021 in Kenya and extradited back to Nigeria, where he has remained in the custody of the Department of State Services. Multiple bail requests made by Kanu have been denied by the court due to his previous flight from Nigeria while on bail. Follow Earth News for real-time updates, breaking news, and exclusive content. Stay informed and ahead of the curve. Don't miss a headline.